Hi, I'm Jessie, and I'm here to talk about the Tack-It-Easy basting tool for making English paper pieced hexies. And then we're also going to talk about putting this Quatro Hexie unit together. Let's go. All right, let's talk about the supplies that you're going to need. You're going to need some fabric, matching thread. Doesn't have to be perfect, just, get it in the color family. We're gonna use these Jen Kingwell size 10 needles for stitching our hexies together after we've glue basted them. You're gonna need some scissors. For our paper pieces, today we're gonna be demoing the 1-inch hexagons, and they come in a small pack and a big pack from Paper Pieces. We're gonna use a glue pen. We really like the Soline glue pen here because it's thin and streamlined. For cutting, we have a few options. Our favorite here is the 1-inch hexagon acrylic template. It comes already with a built-in 3/8 1/4-inch seam, which is recommended for English paper piecing. This is great if you want to batch cut. You can cut like 4 to 6 at a time and have them all ready to go. You can also use your paper piece as a guide along with a ruler to add your 3/8 inch seam allowance. We also have the add a 3/8 inch that has the little ridge on the edge. It'll butt up against your paper and give you the perfect 3/8 inch seam allowance. The last thing we're going to talk about is the Tack-It-Easy tool, which kind of makes your life easier when you're trying to glue baste all of your pieces. It's fast and simple, and you're going to love it. We also recommend a good needle threader. Sometimes it's really hard to see the tiny, tiny hole in the needle, and this will save you. This one is by Boheen. We definitely recommend you have one of those. I'm going to get all of this cleaned up, and then we're going to meet back here to talk about prepping your fabric. All right, let's talk about cutting with the hexagon template. I've got my fabric here and I've folded it into fourths. It's big enough to fit my entire hexagon template. I'm just gonna lay it out to fit right in the middle of that. I also find that this rotating mat is very helpful so that I don't have to lift up my fabric or my template. I can just move the mat. I'm just gonna cut right around the entire template. Rotating as I go. And this is going to give me 4 perfect hexagon fabrics for using the 1-inch piece. Let's also talk about using just a ruler if you don't have the template. I like to use my paper piece, put it down onto my fabric, and then just add 3/8 inch all the way around while you cut. Same concept, rotating as you go, and you just move your ruler. This is one at a time. Typically, I guess if you could probably batch cut some of these, but for accuracy, I like to do it one at a time. So you can see that both pieces are accurate and they're gonna work perfectly. The acrylic template is really gonna save you some time, but if you have a ruler on hand, that will work also. Now let's talk about using the Tack-It-Easy tool. You're gonna place your Tack-It-Easy down with the text facing up. You're going to line up your fabric hexagon with these lines along the outside edge. And then you're going to center your paper piece. You can kind of adjust as you go, make sure that your hexagon's in there perfectly. And then you're gonna get your glue stick and you start off gluing right on the paper. And then you're just gonna take your Tack-It-Easy and fold it over with your fabric, press it in, and it's already all folded up for you. And then you keep going all the way around. Make sure you go all the way across, even where it's already folded over the paper onto your fabric. And this is gonna give you really nice crisp edges that are perfect for stitching together. On this last one, we're gonna go all the way across, even the fabric portion. Make sure all your seams are folded in, press it down, and then you have a perfect little hexagon with nice crisp edges. I'm gonna go ahead and baste all 4 of these for our Quatro Hexie unit, and then I'm gonna get them pressed and come back here to stitch them together. All right, all my hexies have been glue basted, and let's talk about how to join them. I'm gonna get a length of thread that will last for the entire piece, but not too long, because if you go too long, it's gonna start getting knots the whole way and it's gonna be a pain. So just, best judgment, it'll work throughout the whole thing. All right, let me show you the magic of this needle threader. Let's take our needle with the eye side down, put it in here. The thread's gonna go right next to it and it'll snap in a little bit. And then we're gonna push the button and that thread will come through and you pull that through and then you can get your needle out and it's all threaded for you. Now I like to start with a knot So I'm gonna make just kind of a junky quilter's knot, big one, so that it just doesn't pop through my fabric. Now you get 2 of your hexies and you put them right sides together. Line up your edge nice and neat. I like to start by threading my needle through a corner. So I just push my needle through the corner up here, and my knot's gonna get caught right in that fabric fold. And then we're gonna whip stitch all the way down. I like to make my stitches pretty small so that it's nice and crisp and tight. So I just gather a tiny little bit of each of the hexie and go around and through. You avoid the paper. Do not stitch your paper. It's gonna be really hard to get your papers out in the end if you've stitched through all your papers. So you just wanna pick up a little bit of the fabric from each hexie, no paper. Recommended distance is about 1/8 of an inch between stitches. And then you're just gonna keep going all the way across both hexies to get them joined. So I really like that EPP is portable. I can sit on the couch and work on it. I can pack it up in my little handwork to go and take it with me on the plane, or take it with me to a baseball game, or whatever I'm doing. It's just nice and portable. You don't have to have a machine to get it all together. So now I'm at my other corner, and we're gonna open it up, and now we have 2 joined hexagon pieces. We're gonna keep going all the way around. So I'm gonna put my next one right here. So I'm gonna take my center hexagon and my next hexagon, and I'm gonna line those 2 up. And I'm just gonna keep going with the same thread from one corner to the other, same method. I'm gonna go all the way across to this other corner, and then I'll show you how to add the 4th piece. All right, we've got our 3 hexies put together so far. This is our center piece, and we're going to add the 4th piece right here at the top. Fold it over, match it up, and we're gonna keep going with the same thread from this corner to this corner. And then I'm gonna show you how to run the rest of your thread up to where you're gonna need to stitch it next. So if you're wondering what we're gonna do with all these little Quatro Hexie units, we're going to stitch them all together. It can become a full-size blanket. It can become a pillow. We can put them together and turn it into a bag, table runner, really kind of whatever you want. They're nice and small, so you can kind of keep going as long as you want to, turn it into something big, or you can make a small project with it and turn it into a pillow. Okay, I have got all 4 of my hexie pieces sewn to this middle hexagon right here, and I'm gonna show you how to run your thread to stitch these 2 together. I'm at the corner piece here, and I'm going to run my needle all the way through here to this corner space. Just go under the fabric, between the fabric and the paper. This does not have to be perfect. This is gonna be on the back or the inside of the quilt, so nobody's ever gonna see it. You just stitch all the way through the fabric and into the corner piece here. So now we're ready to fold this over and stitch these 2 sides together from corner to corner. If you're looking for a quilt pattern to put all your Quatro Hexies together, Paper Pieces has created a free downloadable pattern that you can get from the link below. And if you love these colors, we're gonna have a list for you of all the Bella Solids that we used to put this piece together. Now that I'm to the corner of my stitching here, we're also gonna run our thread down through here and back over to the other corner space to finish stitching this one together. Just run it through between the paper and the fabric. Again, don't worry about it being super perfect because it's all gonna be buried inside of your quilt. Run it through this one and into the corner. This is the same technique that you would use if you were stitching a hexie flower. You would just keep going and add the 3 additional hexagons to your quattro piece. I'm gonna finish this one up and we will show you what it looks like when it's all pressed and ready to go. All right, now I have 3 Quatro Hexie pieces ready to go. I like to take my hexies with me, collect units as I'm working on them, have a whole bunch of them, and then when I'm ready to start sewing them all together, I'm gonna join them. For this piece, I would get 1 thread and join them together like this, starting here and stitching all the way down between the two pieces. Your threads might show a little bit in the front, so you're gonna want to keep switching up your thread to match one of the two pieces that you're stitching together. So here I would use a blue or a pink. Here I would use the pink or the yellow, and so forth as I go along. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you really have fun making your Quatro Hexies. I'm gonna link the free Quatro Hexies quilt pattern right here for you. If you have any questions, leave us a comment below and we will do our best to get back to you. Have fun English paper piecing.